Hello everyone, welcome to another stream for Ratchet and Clank. We're just gonna pick up from where we left off yesterday. The last thing I showed off was an exploit for getting bolts. I let that go for about 5 hours and got 293,000 bolts. So what we're gonna go ahead and do here is we will be taking that and getting ourselves the Rhino. And then we'll continue moving on with the game. This is actually really exciting. The Rhino is a great weapon in this game, and definitely makes boss fights a lot easier. So we're just gonna head over this way and make our way to the guy who gives us the Rhino. So I hope everyone enjoys. And this should just take a couple minutes. So we do just gotta go through this area again and just take out enemies that we've taken out before. Oh, got one of them to phase through the wall there. I wonder if he'll ever come back. Nope, he gone. He gone. Might as well grab and top off the ammo there. And we're just gonna go ahead and head down here, where we've got guys already fighting away. And then we're just backtracking here and making our way to essentially the city part, where we will find the guy who will sell us the Rhino. Oh, that could have been dangerous. Alright, and we are to the city part. Looks like we do got a tank that we need to get around. But we're just gonna come and take care of these guys first. Turn our camera around. And take care of the tank. Then we're just gonna go around, grab our bolts, grab our boxes. Alright, and here we are. We're gonna talk to this guy and buy the Rhino, or rip you a new one, for 150,000 bolts.
Yeah, try carrying it around in your trench coat for 2 months.
Thank you, sir. We'll be sure to tell everyone about your services.
Listen, you little twerp. If you tell anyone what you saw, what we talked about,
Do I even have to say it?
used to have a nice day.
Hey Autonomic, welcome. I just grabbed the Rhino here, and then we're gonna make our way on to our next planet. This is the most powerful weapon in the game, and it's almost like turning it into like an easy mode. So the interesting thing about the Rhino, though, is you cannot get ammo for it in weapon crates. You have to buy the ammo from a vendor, so you do want to use it sparingly. Welcome, Araxion. Thank you for joining. So we're just gonna... I left some guys here, right over there. And I'm gonna go ahead and showcase what the Rhino does. We're gonna pull it out, point it at these guys, and let it go. Now granted, Amiiboid's probably not the best thing to use the Rhino on because all they do is multiply. But it's definitely a nice shooting from a distance. And the range on this weapon is rather insane. And it does make a lot of bosses fairly trivial once you do have it. So we're just making our way back to our ship here. And then I'm probably gonna take another trip to Orxon to grab the last nanotech upgrade that we can get. Just so that way we can have a little more life. Because right now we can only take 5 hits, then we're dead. Unless you fall to your death at some point, which happens quite a lot. Alright, here we are. And what we're going to go ahead and do is just top up the ammo on our Rhino, which is right here. It's 20 bolts a bullet, so it can get quite expensive. And we're just going to go ahead and hop onto our ship, and we're going to go to planet Orxon. Here we go. Here's Orxon. So I'm just coming here to grab the nanotech upgrade because it is something that we'll want to have. Just gonna blow that up right away. And then we're just gonna head this way. Kill him just for funsies. I have a feeling I'm probably going the wrong way. Definitely have. Did not need to go this way. If I remember correctly, the elevator for it is right there. Alright, and we're gonna go ahead and grab our nanotech upgrade for 30,000 bolts. That cutscene always makes me laugh. Alright, now we're just gonna go ahead and head back, and we're gonna move on. Alright, so we're gonna come back to Pokitaru to grab a gadget that we didn't grab on our first run through, our first time through it. Alright, yeah, if you want to lurk, feel free. Good luck with getting the PS1 memory card there, Araxion. And so hopefully it serves you well. now that we're here, we're gonna come this way, and where does this take me? To the sewers. I believe this is where I want to go. It is. So we're gonna go through this section now. Let's see here. I do need to adjust my quick select here to add the rhino into it. And then we're just gonna go this way. We've got a hidden amoeboid here. Go ahead and grab our hydro displacer. Alright, let's see how tough this puzzle will be. So this has 2 places it can go. How does this one look? So this one also has 2 places. Oh, well, that one was fairly easy. Alright, so we do just want to come back over here and go ahead and fill this back up. And make our way through. I actually do enjoy the swimming mechanics in this game. Alright, we're just gonna come through, shoot as many of these guys as we can, take refuge in the water, because they are afraid of the water for some reason. Works for us. Not too many left, thankfully. From here, it should be fairly easy to take the rest of them out with our wrench. Alright, just gonna grab those bolts, and then we've got some platforming to do. So we've got these little things here that are like a teeter-totter. Definitely want to be careful, because if you let it go too low, you can just slide right off. So you do want to be quick about it. Just gonna blow those up, grab our spoils, and we have another trespasser puzzle. Alright, this one can go there. What do you have? Alright, so that one can't go there. It can't go there. It can go there, but it can't go there. So this one has to go here. So that means this one has a different position. Let's see here. So we've got this one. Okay, it can either go there or there. So this one's got 2 options. Ah, there we go. we've got another swimming section here. We'll just go ahead and make our way through. And up we go, where we have a lot of amoeboids. Okay. Alright, so from here, I'm just gonna throw these guys out. As long as they don't go into the water. Just watching these guys go. And from here, if I can get on target, just snipe the rest for the most part. I'm gonna jump this way, grab him. Alright, that takes care of those guys. And we have yet another trespasser puzzle. Oh, this one looks interesting. Alright, what do we got here? So we've got 2 of those and a blocker. So that one would not work there. It could work there. Okay. Interesting. So that actually blocks these 2 here. Alright, got that solved. I'm just gonna go ahead and grab our boxes here. Oh, right into a cutscene.
I'm searching for a very elusive and secret substance.
Raritanium.
Maybe?
The oceans on this planet are said to be an excellent source of that element.
Well, not anymore. All that toxic dumping has obscured any trace of it. You will find Raritanium for me.
No, I will not.
Piece of junk. My latest invention, the Persuader. I intended to use it to control minds, but the only thing that's gotten me so far is a discount from Gadgetron vendors.
Hey, I could use that.
Well, I'll trade it for some Raritanium.
Planet Hogan is a source of that element.
Alright, and this is why we didn't come here until we get through Hoven. Because we did grab the Raritanium from Hoven. And having cheaper ammo never hurts.
Perfect! This is precisely what I need. You will bring me more Raritanium.
You can't be serious.
Ah, well, I tried.
The Persuader is an illegal electronic device that tricks Gadgetron vendors.
Alright, well, now that we've got that, we're gonna go and move on with the story. And which we are right here. So we've got another boss fight here in the orbit.
It is time to begin your new assignment.
Ah, now load him up by your shiny new shuttle.
Terrific idea. start. You are to take that shuttle to the moon base and ambush those two miscreants when they arrive. Oh, yes. Who are they again? Those two. Oh, of course. There is just one problem. I'm too washed up for ground combat? True. That is why I will be loading you my starfighter. You can still fly, can't you? It's settled then. You will acquire the starfighter once you get to the moon. Screw this up, and the endorsement deal is off. But that would ruin me. You wouldn't. Try me.
Alright, now we get to head on over here and make our way through.
I did not see Drek's ship. We must have missed him.
Who knows where Quark is now? If we're gonna catch those two, we need a faster ship.
Perhaps this space station will supply the ship we need.
Well, we're here. Let's go check it out.
Alright, we're just gonna go ahead and grab some bolts here. And for that persuader that we just bought, as you can see with this, it does make buying weapons, and doesn't do anything about the ammo cost, but it makes buying new weapons a lot cheaper, which is very nice. So we're just gonna come down here because we want to make sure we get all our boxes. Alright, we're gonna grab our Devastator because we want to blow these towers up here. They make it so we can actually progress through this map.
Those close to the lines control the force heaters.
Just take out these little bird guys and make our way through. So the interesting thing about just about any Ratchet and Clank game is it always pays off to explore, go around every corner, because 9 times out of 10, there's gonna be a box behind that corner. And bolts are everything. You really can't do much unless you have bolts. Alright, we're just gonna take that guy out, then we can grab these fellas. Now, the nice thing when it comes to later generations of Ratchet and Clank, primarily starting with 2nd generation, is you start getting an item called the Magnetizer and Box Breaker. I really wish that was in this game, but it wasn't included. But those two things are fairly nice because what they do is they make it so Box Breaker will break all the boxes around you when you do your overhead slam there, and the Magnetizer significantly increases the range for gathering bolts, so you don't have to get so close to them, they'll just come to you. So that's something I'll be able to start doing when I start playing the 2nd Ratchet and Clank game, going Commando. So we've got ourselves another trespasser puzzle here. So it looks like this here might need to go there. This one's got to go somewhere else. Ooh. That blocks off a couple of them. Oh, there we go, that works. Alright, so for this one, what we want to do to get so we don't get hit is jump up here. And then grab our bolts, of course. Then we can just get right behind this guy. Let's go ahead and take care of this trespasser puzzle. So this one could go there. This one cannot go there. Okay. Alright. Alright, so this one, I am going to grab this. And we're just gonna immediately jump over here and take those guys out. And then we can just jump up here and take this guy out. So we're just gonna want to come back this way. Yeah, should be able to get it from here. Grab our Devastator and shoot that. And from this point here, this is one of the reasons why I wanted the Rhino. Those ships there have a range that's just insane. And they will snipe you from very far away. Even if you're on the other side of the map, they will still hit you. So it's hard to get a weapon to snipe them with before they hit you. Alright, and that takes care of them. Definitely want to be careful with those there. If you accidentally hit one of them, they will hurt you when they explode. When they go boom. Alright, and then we can just make our way down this way. Just gonna jump over here and just take care of these guys. It's nice even later in the game that there's still enemies that you can just take out with the wrench. It definitely helps with ammo management, because it really is a thing in this game, managing your ammo. Alright, so we're just gonna wait here for a second. Let that come up, and then as it starts going down, we can move forward. Now, if we look that way, there's a gold bolt, but there's a tower that we need to destroy first to drop that field, so that way we can get to it. Alright, so we've got just a couple of these guys over here. So we're just gonna snipe them. And then once this lowers, that should be enough. We can just make our way across. Alright, so we do have another magnet boot section here. This one, growing up, always gave me issues. You do definitely want to be careful. Alright, so I can come to this point I'm gonna wait for that. Get as close as I can so I can get to this next part here. Catch up to it so I can get around and hopefully make it without melting. Alright, we made it. Definitely want to be careful here because generally what you can do is you can explode these to take out the enemy for you, but we don't want to take this one out because we do need this one to be able to get over here. Hopefully I did this just right. I can make it there and get up here before it catch this green liquid. Personally I think it's acid. Before that gets up to you, or you won't make it. Now if you destroyed that there, then you would not have made it. That's definitely important. And it looks like it does give you a way back if you want to go back. Right, so we're just going to continue moving forward. Got more of these guys here. And we do need to come this way first. Alright, so we are closing in on the end of this map here. Just gonna destroy that. And then we can move forward. Alright, so we do have a ship in here. Alright, thankfully I did not destroy all of these here. So what I can do is there's boxes up here, and you need to have at least one of those survive down. I've been playing Ratchet and Clank since the first game released back in 2002. So that's 19 years, I think. Wait, no? 18 years? Right around there. But I've been playing it since the very first game. It was one of the first video games I ever played. And it was a series that I fell in love with. And I've played every single Ratchet and Clank game since then. And personally, I think they get better and better. Some of them, some of the Ratchet and Clank games in the series are not so good, like the spin-off series. When it comes to the spin-off series, I think the best one is probably Size Matters, that released on the PSP. But outside of that, you have spin-offs like Full Frontal Assault. It's their version of doing like a tower defense game mixed in with normal Ratchet and Clank play, but it does get a little weird. Yeah, it is a long time. This is the longest game series I've been playing. Alright, so I came in here just to kill these guys. You can miss it your first time. I know I definitely did. And I would always die here trying to get past these guys because you can't kill them from the front here. You're supposed to be able to go behind and kill them. Otherwise, this part, you can't get past until they're dead or you have like a type of shield. Alright, Alright, so we've just got some guys here. I'm gonna try and snipe these guys here. Don't quite have the range for it. So I'm just gonna take the easy way out and use this. Alright, so these doors here are gonna open and there are 2 ships there. This is why it's nice to have the Rhino. Alright, so we're just gonna come here, gather our bolts, grab our boxes, and then we're gonna pull this out. You'll notice that there's holes on the side of the wall here. Definitely don't want to miss these, because if you look up them, there is a guy up there that you can shoot. And you definitely want to take these guys out for the next upcoming part. Or it's like that previous section where they'll just start shooting at you. And it's a part that's really hard to get past if you don't take them out. Alright, we're just going to move on here. Oh no, that is not a bolt. So yeah, those guys that we just shot more or less stops you here. So we take them out beforehand so we can get through safely. Alright, and then we're gonna use some magna boots because we're gonna be upside down. And we have this area down here. Now this section, quite interesting because if you look down and even directly below us, there are enemies everywhere. The Rhino will definitely make this easier, but it's still possible to die even if you are using the Rhino. You definitely want to keep moving and firing. Want to definitely make sure you get all of those. So the Rhino doesn't need to be aimed. They're like homing missiles and they will just go directly for any enemies that are nearby. Which makes it such an overpowered weapon in a game that doesn't have auto lock-on with its normal arsenal. And along with no strafing, so you can't strafe side to side. It definitely sets this weapon above all others because it does just go for the enemies automatically with no need to aim. And it does massive amounts of damage. Alright. Alright, so if we look just up there, you can just see the top of his head there. You've got Captain Quark standing up there. This is our next boss fight. And before I start it, I do need to adjust my position because my legs sadly are starting to hurt, so I do need to move. Move, Sora. Watch out, Dougal. Go on. There you go. Good girl, good girl. Okay, so I'm just gonna if the camera wants to work, we're gonna slide it over here and hopefully get a decent angle. Alright, come here, Sora. I know, you like cuddling when I'm playing. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and start this boss fight now.
Hello, Captain Ratchet. Come and get me, hero.
So out of all the
Great idea. Let's go.
So out of all the boss fights, this one is definitely my least. Oh, there's my fire button. This one's my least favorite. So it's very easy to die during this. So we're just going to want to take out these missiles and continue trying to hit him. Alright, so you can't do any damage to him when he's got his shield on, but this will give us time to take out some of these guys here to hopefully get some ammo and some much needed life. But these guys can be a little difficult to take out, and they do deal a decent amount of damage to you, so you want to try to avoid their bullets as much as you can. And just take them out one by one. And you definitely don't want to use your missiles on these guys. It's just a waste. You want to save them for Captain Quark. Oh, there's some life right there. We're just going to speed up and grab that, so we can go ahead and turn around and catch these other two. There's more life. Doesn't heal by much, but every little bit does help. Alright, so we've got another tractor beam section here. Okay, so we're going to want to be a little careful here. Alright, so we're going to have to try and do this with just our normal blasters now. Kind of ran out of missiles. Ugh. Gotta try and hit where it wants you to while avoiding these. Alright, we are almost there. Oh, that was close. Avoid those. Alright, very close. Just a little more. There we go.
Well, Ratchet, I'd say you'll pass the test. Oh, boy.
Quark is history.
Despite my earlier criticism, I must admit your piloting skills are improving.
I knew you'd come around.
But that has not helped us locate Drek.
Come on, Clank. Can't you just once relax and enjoy a little success? Hey, you want to catch Drek? Betcha this baby can do it.
This is Darla Gratch reporting live from Gorda City. This once peaceful planet is being torn apart today in an unprovoked attack. It now seems certain that Supreme Executive Chairman Drek will not be dissuaded in his efforts to destroy the galaxy for his own selfish needs. All hope certainly seems lost. Darla Gratch, Channel 2 News.
Yes, I know. It is worse than I expected.
Look, maybe you were right. This is a lot bigger than you or me. I was really selfish focusing on Quark.
It is not too late to stop Drek.
Hey, yeah! We've got this new ship. Let's go get him.
Now you are talking.
Alright, so we won't be leaving just yet. One thing that I didn't know about until much later is if you come up here, you can actually get some early gold weapons. Generally, you don't start getting these until New Game Plus because it makes it very easy to acquire them. But on your first run through, if you come up here, it allows you to get certain ones before you beat the game. It does require gold bolts. Some of them require 4, some require 3. But we're gonna go for the gold blaster here. That's the glove, and we're gonna grab our glove of doom. So here, this is the suck cannon. This is the bomb glove and the pyrocitor. We're not gonna worry about those ones. We're just gonna take these 2 for now. And then we just come down here and make sure we don't miss anything. We always want to look behind objects. This is one of those 1 out of 10s where there's no hidden boxes, but it never hurts to check. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to our next planet now. Now this next one, for me, I don't like this planet. I think it's the hardest one to get through. And the gold bolts on here, really hard to get. Some of them at least. Some of them are really easy. But, yeah, I don't like going through this planet. But it is part of the story.
Clank? Clank? Come on, wake up!
Captain Quark.
No, goofball. It's me, Ratchet.
What happened?
You got toasted by lightning. This place is having one heck of a storm. You won't be safe out there. I'll be right back.
And that's the main reason why I don't like this planet. You don't get Clank. Like, Clank, it's hard to explain, but Clank saves your life a lot. And it does make moving faster easier. But if you make a mistake and you can save yourself by gliding, you do it. But this planet, you don't have that cushion of being able to save yourself when you need to. So the first area I'm going to go through is going to be this path here, because it's the one I least like the most. So I'm just going to get it over and done with. So the reason why I don't like this one is because it's one big ice area, and it's got strong winds that will just blow you right off the ice. And there are sections later on to where that just means instant death if you don't do it just right. There's not much room for error when it comes to this section. And not to mention, if you accidentally walk off a grind rail, that's also an instant death right there too. Alright, so we can't go across this one here because of the wind. So we gotta go this way here and around, which is interesting to say the least. So what we want to do is try and build up some speed here, so we can get across, start slowing down, so we can nab this rail here. And now for the curved area. This is my most hated part because it is curved. You gotta try and dodge the lightning while trying to turn and having enough speed to be able to get through. And without Clank to glide, you can't reposition yourself at all. Alright, so we're not going to worry about those boxes there. They're fairly difficult to get, so we're just going to move forward. Not quite close enough. There we go. Let's see if the camera will cooperate with us. Alright, now this is just out. Need to get out here and do this. Okay. So there are, don't fall off, 2 gold bolts here. There's one just right off this edge here that we can grab. This one's not too bad to get, and neither is the second one. So we're just gonna hop back up here. Need to make our way over here. And we are going to go along this wall here. Now there's a strong wind here that'll just push you down. All you need to do is avoid the lightning. But if we go down a little further, we have our second gold bolt for this planet. So we're just going to go ahead and come and grab this. Now, for getting it back, that's a different story. To get Ratchet to latch on here. But we managed to do it safely this time. So we're just going to center ourselves here and go through this. Well, didn't quite make it, but we made it here.
Well, come on, what's new? Look, Steve, I need to know where Drake is before it's too late.
Did you say too late? Sir, it is never too late to acquire the latest in the long line of quality products from Yashtron. I have you today only the Gadgetron PDA.
Display of affection?
No, personal delivery assistant. This device will allow you to purchase ammunition wherever and whenever you want it.
Yeah? How do I know it works?
You can always trust Gadgetron quality, for my name's not Steve. Thank you.
So this is actually a rather handy device. It makes it so we can buy ammo whenever we want, which is very nice. So we're gonna come to our quick select. We'll still need that later. I'll go ahead and switch this out for the PDA. Alright, so that's gonna be an exciting weapon to get when we get to it. That there is arguably the most powerful weapon in the game, besides the Rhino. So it'll be nice once we grab that. So we're just gonna head on this grind rail, and this will take us back to the beginning. It'll be a fairly long ride though. So we're just gonna hang out, try and jump off. Can't jump when you have magnetic boots on. Alright, and we've made it back. Alright, so now we've got 3 more paths we can take. We can go down this way. There's a path up there. And we have a taxi to take. So I think the path I will take next will be this one. Here they come. so we're gonna go and showcase the gold blaster now. So with the gold blaster, it does ricochets, which comes in handy because it'll ricochet off one enemy and hit another. Needs one more. Oh, it's gonna take 3? I needed 3. I always forget that I don't have Clank on this map, so I'm always trying to do a long jump and it doesn't work. So up here, there's 2 holes for enemies to come out of. So we're just gonna fire this here. Oh, got myself hit though. Now we've got ourselves a grind rail section. Alright, so here we can go ahead and grab our 3rd gold bowl. It's just up here. Alright, so we're gonna have a ship that appears up here. We can stand here safely, it won't be able to reach us. And we can fire our 3 devastators to get it destroyed. Now, I'm going to go ahead and pull this out, because there's that guy that appears there that will just come and fire down on us. There we go. That way. Oh, we've got ourselves a turret. Now these ones can be destroyed. Come back down here. So this grind rail section can be a little difficult. And you'll see why in a second. Because it'll have these guys who will come out and try and ruin our day. Alright, so we're going to want to be on this rail. And then manage to jump right over that. And we are through.
Hey, welcome to my shop. What can I get you? I'm looking for drink. Sure, yeah, I got lots of stuff on sale. After the bombing, no one is around to buy anything. Are you okay? Low prices? Oh, you bet. I can make you a deal on a busted turburator, a mangled carbonizer, or I got this info bot.
Guess that bombing was pretty bad.
Oh, you're one shrewd negotiator. I'll tell you what. I can let this info box go for half price.
2,000 bolts is half price to them. That's still expensive.
Why you're complaining? I gave you a great deal. Jeez.
Afraid to go out at night? Afraid to go out during the day? Just plain afraid? Then you need this. The Ultra Mech Unlimited. This spec is the ultimate in personal defense system. Large Industries is now taking pre-orders. Get yours before it's too late.
Now that's what I call serious firepower. Clank's gonna be jealous if he sees this.
Heh. Alright. There we go. Alright, so our next section that we'll go ahead and take will be this taxi here. Gonna go ahead and hop on it and head over to its path. Alright, so I'm just gonna blast through this area with the Rhino, because I'll most likely be redoing it anyways. Just gonna go ahead and grab all these. Just gonna head over here and destroy that right away. And then start picking these guys off. There's one more. Alright. Okay. Got those turrets taken care of. Just taking all of these out. And now just get to go around and gather all the bolts. Now this section can be fairly difficult, and this is also where I get my most deaths from, is trying to get through this section here. But I'm just gonna cheat my way through it, because I can. Alright. Now there is a way to get through this section without having to destroy all those guys, but it's easiest to just destroy them. And now we've got some interesting platforms here. We're just going to take that out and make our way over here. So we're gonna let that do another pass around before we hop on it. And this is where I usually die. So we're just gonna take that, and didn't quite make it. So we're just gonna have to wait here until they pass by, which can take a couple cycles. Just barely made it. That was close. I was gonna take out some of those enemies to begin with before we try to make our way to that third one there. Oh, that is terrifying. Definitely facing the wrong way for that. Now, made it. I don't know how long it's been since the last time I managed to get through this on my first attempt. I'm almost always having to take 3 or 4 attempts to get through this. So I think I am having a good day today. And now what we have here is the Morph-Ray. So the Morph-Ray, interesting weapon. What it does in this one is it turns enemies into chickens. And it's hilarious. And it does a pretty good job at it too. So what this button here does, that just unlocked for us, unlocks our 4th path. So, which is this here, with the slingshots. Now this path here, very difficult. So we're just gonna go ahead and start and make our way through it the best we can, and hopefully get another first attempt on getting through this. Okay, so we're gonna wait for another one of these guys to come up, because what we need to do is ride them to this point so we can grab these here. Alright, so far we're doing pretty alright, but I am going to go ahead and sit up for the rest of this, because the last part of this can really give some problems. You need to point up a little more, camera. Alright, so we're going to have to wait for another one. Alright, let's see if I can snag it. Got it. Okay, where are we? Need to go this way from the looks of it. Okay, there it is. And here's our last gold bolt. For this planet, at least. Now, if I'm not mistaken, there it is. A taxi will come and rescue us, so we don't have to try and go through that again. Although it's not going to take us far. And then we can go ahead and leave this planet. And we get to go to planet Core 2. Core 2 is an interesting planet. This is Clank's homeworld. This is where Clank was born. And for me personally, there's a very teary scene at the end of the planet.
Thank you, sir.
Now, if you were only so diligent in doing your own job.
Yes, sir.
Since our new planet is nearly finished, we need a plan to remove the world that is occupying our selected orbit. This time, it must be absolutely foolproof. Time is wasting.
But yeah, when we get to the end of Planet Core 2, and it'll take a couple run-throughs to get to the very end of it, but it is a very... it's a tearjerker. It'll pull at your heartstrings. So it'll be interesting when we get to that point. And so we're going to start here, grabbing our bolts as always. And what we're going to do is we're going to restock our Rhino ammo here. We've gone through almost half of it at this point. And we're going to go ahead and go through this path first. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and use our pack here, because we got to swim through some rings so we can open up the door, and just want to be careful when going through this area. Okay, so this section is interesting because it's all timed, and I'm trying to remember, there's no rings for this first part, but we've got about a minute to get through it. So you're just gonna wanna have to go and hope you don't get hit. Alright, we're gonna open that up. Oh, whoops. And that's what you're supposed to avoid, is getting hit. Alright, so we've got more rings here. Managed to avoid those. Couldn't avoid that one. Alright. Oh, there is a bolt grabber in this game. Okay. I thought this didn't come out to the second game. Well, that's gonna make things a lot easier. We don't have to go as far for bolts. So, good section to go through. And now, we're gonna show off the golden glove of doom. We're gonna go ahead and throw that out. And as you can see, it really makes them a lot bigger. And a lot more dangerous. Alright, let's see if I can take these guys out. There we go. And definitely don't want to forget about these bolts here. Alright, and we're just gonna make our way through here. Sometimes I'm not so good at the wrench throw. Alright, let's turn this camera fast, because we're going to want to get these guys as soon as they come out. Oh, there was a hidden one there. Let's go ahead and grab some nanotech. So in this room here, there's a gold bolt behind this door, but we won't be able to access this until we get an item from another planet. So we're just gonna have to skip by that for now. now for a really fun part.
Was it Pi over Infinity, or...
Hey! You need help fixing that thing?
Actually, I'm trying to destroy it.
Why?
I was contracted to re-engineer the enlarging machine to create huge, heavily armed mechs.
So that's where those mechs came from.
Precisely. Had I known Drek was behind this, I never would have done it.
Is there anything we can do?
Well, if you'll volunteer to be enlarged, you may be able to stop those mechs long enough for me to sabotage this machine.
And then you will change me back.
Oh, I've never tried that, but in theory, yes.
Alright, now we get to play as a giant Clank. And then we're just gonna walk over all of these guys here because they mean nothing. But we gotta make our way around here. This is gonna be the closest thing that we have to an arena. Is right in here. So this section can be just a little bit glitchy. Definitely get a lot of frame drops trying to get through this area. But all we can really do is get through it the best we can. Alright, now for the final wave. At least I believe this is the final wave, don't quote me on that. But more or less, we're just gonna stand here and shoot our missiles. And then we've just got to take out these helicopters. More or less, just stand in place and shoot your missiles.
Now just step into the machine and we'll see what happens.
Nice to have you back. Yes.
I've recalibrated the controls to allow only your specific circuit pattern.
Oh, perfect.
I don't know how to thank you two. Maybe this will help.
No! From Gadgetron, the makers of weapons and other fine products, comes the Hollow Guys. With the Hollow Guys, you can fool robots into thinking you're one of them. Match your wits against other robots. Work on robotic assembly lines. Attend robot parties. The Hollow Guys. Available only at Gadgetron headquarters for a limited time. After the usual building premises, we're only in section areas. You will not actually become a robot.
If I could get that thing, I'll be able to get past those robot guards. Robots are not so easily fooled. Well, what's that? What?
Yeah, not so easily fooled. So from this point on, it's going to be a lot of back and forth between a couple planets here. But we are getting very close to the end of the game now. We should be able to finish this up today. Alright, and then we're just gonna come to the Gadgetron site here on planet Kalibo and make our way to get the Hollow Guys.
This is starting to become annoying. I'm not sure why I bothered with you incompetent idiots. Alright, I'll try this one more time. You are my most elite troops. I'm sending you down to the planet's surface to destroy those troublemakers. Now go! Oh, and if you have to destroy Gadgetron to get rid of them, so be it.
made it to our next planet, and we're gonna go through here. Alright, doing good on ammo for the Rhino, which is good. Because we will be using this quite a bit on this planet. We're just gonna make our way into here. Somehow I managed to miss that. Alright, and the first section we're gonna go through will be this one over here, which is a grind rail section. Grind rail sections are fun. And I do believe this is the last grind rail section of the game. So we'll definitely take advantage of it and enjoy it to the fullest. Now we're going to hit that button and get over here, and then we're gonna take a right on this grind rail here. Oh, I whacked a little too early. Alright, we've gotten 2 of 3 buttons. I don't know why I tried to whack for 3 of those. Alright, we got all those buttons and it opened a door somewhere. So we're gonna hop back over here and go flying. Whee! Alright. Now we've got more trains to deal with. It's gonna come fast. Alright. Not too bad. Now we're gonna go ahead and hop on this grind rail. Those buttons that we hit actually open the door for this area here. So we're gonna go through it. And at the end of it, if I'm not mistaken, should be another gold bolt for us. Yep, there it is. And then we just end up back here. Whoa. Close call there. Didn't quite make it over, but that's alright.
Hey, you finally get to meet the help desk girl. I hope she's cute. What should that matter? Oh, man.
Come here often?
Actually, I work here, so I come here all the time.
Oh, yeah.
I've been following your progress. Here, shh, take this. It's a mathematics. It will be very helpful.
I'll see you later.
Bye, sweetie.
I think she likes me.
Huh.
The Gadgetron Mathematic can be used to find secret areas. Just go to your map screen, and all the secret areas will be highlighted on the map.
Alright, so what this does, if we pull up our map, the Map-O-Matic highlights secret areas in green. This is where you find your gold bolts. So there's one right there. That one is actually, wrong platform, is fairly easy to get to because you just warp into that room from here and you get this gold bolt. Along with a bunch of chickens. And then we just head back. then we take a taxi ride back. Without jumping off the taxi, preferably. And it just takes us back to the beginning of the grind rail. Alright, now we can go through the rest of the planet. Let's go ahead and pull this out. Alright, this is gonna be the first of many rooms. To where you come in and a bunch of these guys come out. So we're just gonna... These ones throw bombs at you. So we're just gonna move around and let our agents, cute giant agents of doom, take care of this room for us. And that's the end of that section. Alright, so to get through here, we need to shoot that. But I wanted to shoot that guy first. We're gonna wait for it to reset. And then we just gotta make our way over before the gate comes up again. Alright. So we've got another room, and these guys, I believe, use the Walloper. The Walloper is not a gun that I've grabbed yet in this game. Interesting note about the Walloper is it's actually the main weapon used by speedrunners for the first Ratchet and Clank game. They don't use it to attack enemies or anything like that. But what they do is they use the Walloper for speed tech is what they call it. And it allows them to actually move through the game at a ridiculous pace. It's not something that I can do. I don't know the button controls for doing the speed tech for moving fast. So I can't show it off or anything like that. But it's definitely interesting to watch. And they do get some pretty ridiculous speed going. Alright, so what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna slingshot over this way, jump down here, and take care of these little fellas. Alright, so if you ever wanted to get back over here, this would be the way to go. But we don't need to go back over. What we need to do is set that up so we can do a quick select back. And so we can make it off this way. Any others? Alright, and we have another testing room here. So we'll go ahead and grab out our Agents of Doom again. And these guys will use the Pyrocitor. So they are definitely more dangerous because they actually have range to them. And we'll just go ahead and switch back over to the Rhino to try and take out all these guys. Alright. And then we go back and grab the boxes we missed. Totally missed that. Ah, there we go. Not the best at aiming sometimes. Alright, and then we're just gonna continue moving forward. And what we have here is the last testing area. And it'll pull out all the guys from all the previous ones. So you've got your wallopers, your bomb gloves, your pyrocitors. So we're just gonna let our Agents of Doom take care of this. Go on. Go on, guys. Maybe. They don't want to go. Alright. Well, we can move on now. So this here just takes us back to the beginning, but we're not gonna go there just yet. So before we move on, this is our next hoverboard race, but I'm gonna pause the game here for a minute, and I do need to step away just for a minute, and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back, and we're gonna go ahead and continue.
Excuse me, sir. I was wondering if you were concerned about the, invasion?
Son, our defenses are the best money can buy. Don't give it another thought. You ever been on a hoverboard?
Yeah, once or twice.
I am in search of a hip young star to represent my newest line aboard. Someone the kids can look up to.
Then I am your man.
If you can beat my test bots in a race, that job is yours.
Alright, so welcome back, Araxion. So I'm just on at the Gadgetron site on Kalibo, getting ready to do the second hoverboard race to get the Hologuys. So, was not paying attention there at the beginning, so I have fallen behind. Not good. So I can't take the secret area. There's a secret path you can take on this. That'll put you really far ahead. But we're just gonna go through this normally for now. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and grab that. And we will just take the second secret path, which is right here. Alright, hopefully this is enough boost to carry us through. Not quite. Couldn't quite make it. Alright, so we're gonna just have to try on the second round through. Hopefully I don't need more than one attempt to get through this, but I just might. Alright, so what I'm doing there is building up, basically you get an additional boost from tricks. I just gotta remember how to use it. That's not how. Oh, there we go. Found the button. So I'm probably gonna need a second attempt to get first place on this. Because first place is just right there ahead of me. So we're just gonna grab that. Oh, I don't know when, but I managed to hit first place. I'm thinking the Gadgetbot that was ahead of me must have hit a box or something.
Now I just need you to say a few words about.
Congratulations! I hope you enjoyed the Resident Evil Director's Cut.
Of course. Just look into that camera right over there and say what comes next. Rolling.
Hi. This is Ratchet for Gadgetron hoverboards, and if you
Yo, dude, for the freshest boys in the galaxy, check out the new XC88 from Gadgetron. It's so hot, it's cool.
I think I got the wrong guy. That was.
Hey, I was thinking, do I get a discount on gadgets now?
You have to be with the company for 2 years before the employee discount kicks in. I can, however, let you have this.
The Gadgetron Hologuys is the perfect infiltration device for all our non-robot customers. Simply equip the device and press the circle button. You will instantly be disguised as a sentry bot, preventing detection by all sentry bot security systems. Press the circle button again to wave at.
I bet you are, Araxion. Enjoy.
Activate force fields for you. Caution: use of any weapon while disguised will deactivate the Hologuys.
Alright, so where do I want to put this? I think I'll put it here for now. As soon as I find it. I must be going blind because I actually don't see it. Let's see here, that's the Morph-Ray, Rhino. Bomb Glove. Is it one of these? There it is. Ha! I'm just a little blind. I wear glasses for a reason. They must. They must. So I don't know what that is, but it seems it doesn't like me going into the vendors anymore. I think it has to do with these fences. It causes a weird feedback on this planet. So when it comes to that discount in 2 years, you actually will get to take advantage of that in the third Ratchet and Clank game, Up Your Arsenal. It'll actually give you discounts if you have save data for the first Ratchet and Clank game here. So it does work, just 2 games later. Which is actually kind of nice when you get to that game. So, we are going to go back to Quartu now that we have the Holo guys. We can go ahead and finish up this planet. Yeah, I mean, with the first time I played Up Your Arsenal when it first released, and it said, okay, we're checking for memory for, it'll actually check the memory for Ratchet and Clank and Ratchet and Clank Going Commando. And you can actually get some weapons for free if you have saved data from the second game. And you get discounts for other weapons for being with Gadgetron for 2 years. So I don't know if that was planned out ahead of time, but you definitely get to take advantage of it later. Alright, and this is where we needed the Holo guys. Now there is a way to skip straight to the end of this map if you can climb that tube there. It's what speedrunners do to get through this map as fast as possible. But because I don't know the positioning or the tech, I can't do it. Because the end of the map is just right at the top of that tube there. So I'm just going to have to do this the plebeian way and do it normally. So we're going to wave at this guy so he can let us through this barrier. We're going to get nice and close to him and pull out our gold blaster. That's not the gold blaster, but same result. Alright, let's get the gold blaster this time. We're going to let him face the other way before we jump up and blast him. Alright. Now if there's any other guys in here, I'm not sure. My camera doesn't like turning for the most part. But we do need the Holo guys again. So we're gonna come this way. I don't know why we needed the Holo guys to get through there. Let's see. Oh, someone saw me. Not good. Not good. Let me through. Okay, so I did get seen. That's what we want to avoid. So what I'm going to do... Missed one. Oh crap. Get out, get out, get out. Okay. I haven't figured that out yet. Like, I know where I need to go for it, but I don't know how to set the colors yet. Because what I'm seeing on YouTube that explains how to do it, I'm not seeing on my Discord right now. So I'm actually, I haven't figured it out yet. But I'll work on it. Oh, you said Twitch chat. I haven't looked at that yet. I was gonna do that later. If I end up joining another stream. Alright, so this area we want to be very careful. I'm gonna wait for that to drop. And then hopefully make it through without getting hit. Alright, made it through. So we're gonna need this Holo guys again. Alright, so there's just one alarm button. So what we're gonna want to go ahead and do is blast them. And that takes care of that for us. Alright. Okay, that's what I thought. So, I'm just gonna immediately shoot those. Okay, managed to kill him. Alright, and then we're gonna come in here, because there's boxes in here, and we want all our boxes. Alright, now if I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna need this for this next part. Yeah. Not really. Just a single guy. Okay. So I'm gonna wait for those two to turn back, and then shoot them. Alright, looks like I got them all. So this next part's interesting. Alright, so we're just gonna get this ready, because I'm gonna want to be ready to start firing. Hopefully they don't push the button. Doesn't look like they are. Alright, there's no one left in there. No one left in here. Okay. Lots of boxes, lots and lots of boxes. So, Araxion, how many of these Ratchet and Clank games have you played? Just out of curiosity. There we go. Alright. Just to be safe, yep, we're just gonna take this through, wave at this guy, and since there's just one, we'll go ahead and use our gold blaster here, and then come back for our boxes. Alright, so for this is the cutscene that I mentioned earlier that'll pull at your heartstrings. So, we're gonna go ahead and watch it.
Brother. I'm trying, Mom. I know.
Hey, look! A sister!
My fellow clown, our synthetic world is now fully functional and ready for habitation. However, there is one small obstacle in our way. This pathetic lump of a planet. Due to some blunder of fate, it happens to occupy the galaxy's most perfect orbit. But no more. Behold, the Deplanetizer, the most powerful laser ever created. Soon, we will move the Deplanetizer into place just above the planet's surface. I will, of course, be on hand to press the button that will blow this mudball to smithereens. No one will need to miss it. See you then.
Ratchet, are you all right?
He is going to pay.
Excuse me?
It shouldn't have taken me this long to see it. Drek is going to find out what happens when you mess with my home. What are you smiling at?
This is the Ratchet I always knew was there.
Okay, if we're gonna do this, we need to get onto Drek's ship. Then we can find out where he set up that laser.
I will try to make you proud, Bob.
As a kid, that scene right there, that final cutscene, where the mom tells him that it's already proud of him, not gonna lie, it made me cry. Like it's a sweet moment. So, for those of you who are around for my first stream of Ratchet and Clank, Veldin is Ratchet's home world, and is the first planet we started on. And it'll also be the last planet that we end the game on when we beat the game. Alright, but it's not the next place we're going to just yet. We've got one last area to go through, which is Drek's fleet. Once we get through that, we'll be at the end of the game, which is right here. So as soon as we get through this, we get to go back to Veldin, where everything started, and then we will be able to beat the game. Alright, we're just gonna go ahead and restock this here again. And I think the first part I want to go through will be the underwater part. Alright, this should be low enough. Oh, I see. Okay. So you've only played the first one here. Alright. Well, I will be playing the others. I definitely want to get through the OG trilogy of the first 3 Ratchet and Clank games. So you'll be able to see what you've missed. Okay, now this section, really hard to get through. But we will try our best. And we are just going to need to move. And hopefully not get hit by too many things. Just gonna make our way through here. Avoid these bombs. Got more of these laser guys we need to avoid. Get through that. No! Ha! Almost. Alright. Yeah, you can. This area can be quite difficult to get through. So, we're gonna open this up. And we're gonna grab this. So this is the code bot. We take this back to Planet Core 2, and it opens up the room that I pointed out before, where it has a gold bolt in it, along with a lot of boxes for us. Alright, so sadly, this room does not have a button for us to be able to go through the water again. So we will be going through this section again, but taking a different path. And the other path will take us to a gold bolt. So, Araxion, when you first played this game, did you ever gather all 40 gold bolts? We're gonna hope for the same amount of success through this section here as I did my first time. Already getting hit by one of those, not a good sign. Not good. Ha! This is the pain of when you get hit by it once, then you kind of get stuck. So I just might die trying to get through this a second time. It definitely makes one want to slow down. And we've only got 10 seconds. Not good. I think I spent too much time getting hit by that. By the skin of my teeth, I made it. Alright. So I'm not going for 100% right now, primarily because I don't know how to get all the skill points, so I wouldn't be able to. It was clutch. But now we have plenty of time to get back here. That was so close at failing that. But now we have one life to try and get through the rest of the planet. Let's see if it can be done. Alright, now if I'm not mistaken, we are going to need the Hala guys here as well. It's just one guy, so we're just gonna blow him up. But some of these will require the Hala guys like this right here to get through. Hello, doggies. Alright, we're just gonna shoot him. And then I die because I can't jump over a red line. Yeah, some of the best deaths are the ones that don't work out. Where you try and you try. Alright, so I'm just adjusting here a little bit. Okay, so let's try this again. Say hello. Say goodbye. Got over it that time. Don't need this nanotech anymore. Ah, okay. Just a room full of boxes. And then we move on to the next ship. Let me get this out of your way, Sora. There you go. He's not in your way anymore. Okay. Sora was wanting to come up and cuddle. Okay, this room can be fairly dangerous. So what we're going to do is we're going to join this guy in here. And then we're going to walk out like everything's normal. Come with the next guy. Come out like everything's normal, like nothing nefarious happened in there. And then just come take out the last guy. Alright, so this room has 4 guys that'll come in and out. So we're going to wait for them to go back into their rooms. And we're going to take out these dogs. Looks like I got all but one. Because he is being blocked by a post. So we're going to have to move quick here. Okay. Now we can walk around like everything is normal. We're just gonna follow this guy. Luckily, these guys don't notice if anything is amiss. Helps a lot. Alright, looks like they're already going back. Alright, got through that pretty successfully. And now we get to move on. Say hello to this guy. Make sure he's the only one here. So getting through Drek's fleet isn't too bad. As long as you're cautious, take your time, you can usually get through rather smoothly. And always take out the dogs as soon as you can. Alright. There's one guy that will always just stand there. Luckily our rhino went for him. Now we're just gonna wait for these guys to go back into their room. Alright. Oh, he's already heading back. So we're just gonna fly over and grab him. Now we've got a fairly long corridor to walk down here. Get him to drop his guard. Drop that force field for us. So I don't know what that skill point is for, but apparently I got myself a skill point. We we get to go to the flagship now. Definitely don't want to miss these boxes. So this section is interesting. There's two different ways to go about this section. So there's supposed to be, and then this is something I've actually never, oh there it is. You're supposed to go down there and you can go take out the cannons, but if you, what are you doing? Camera's being weird on me, but you can actually just walk right through this. Typically, you can walk right through it. I think that's the first time I've actually ever failed that. But I guess I should do this the way that they want you to, so that way you can experience that. And that's to come this way. Yeah. I die some stupid ways. So we have ourselves a gunship here, and they want us to, wrong button, to be able to come and shoot these out of the sky, or shoot these down. These guys are definitely very aggressive, so you want to take care of them when you can. Got some health there, can definitely use that. Alright, let's go ahead and turn around so we can face these cannons. Alright, let's grab a little more ammo. Take that guy out. Got a little bit more health, which will help. So there's just 3 cannons left from the looks of it. Now just 1. So you just take those out and then you can walk across the outside just fine without having to worry about getting shot down. When it comes to the speed running, in the early days, the speedrunners would just run right through these. There's a specific path that you could take. It's almost straight, but not quite. That gets you through this without being shot. Until speedrunning just completely changed and how they used to do things. Alright, so we get to walk across the ceiling with a bunch of dogs barking at us. But when we get into this next room here, we'll just go down and we get to shoot them. Alright, we don't want to go that way just yet. We do want to go this way first. Just in case. Alright, let's go ahead and throw this back on. Okay, just one guy there. That was close. But we're just coming this way to grab this gold bolt here. And we're gonna break that. I see that red box there. Alright, now this door doesn't... Oh, it does open for you. Where does this take you, I wonder? Light cruiser. That's definitely not where we want to go. So we're just gonna go back through this here. And go this way.
Today on live TV, the event you've all been waiting for, the total annihilation of an entire planet. Witness the power, the destruction, and the nothingness that follows. So join Ultimate Supreme Executive Chairman Drek as he pushes a button that ends one world and begins another. Then, stay tuned for the galaxy's funniest superhero bloopers featuring the war.
Now we know where he is. Let's get him.
Alright. Now we can just take this to our ship. And we're just gonna go ahead and head on to the last planet and beat this game. Alright, we are back home. Apparently, my cushions don't want to cooperate with me. At least someone was nice enough to stock back boxes back into our garage here. And I don't know if anyone noticed, but there used to be a poster of Captain Quark on the wall here that's been taken down now. Now that he's been discredited as a hero. So, I'm doing this because I want to get rid of the guys that are in the air, because they can be quite annoying. And then we'll just go ahead and restock this. And it took out all the frogs for us. So that helps a little bit. Okay. You can just die. Alright. We're just gonna go and destroy that tank there. Take out most of these frogs. this is, in the very beginning of the game, this is where we found Clank. It's good to be back. But now we get to actually go further. Now that all the enemies have been cleared out, we have a trespasser puzzle. I'm gonna go ahead and go through the quick select though, because we don't need that anymore, and we'll just replace it with that. Oh, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I want either. Here we go. Now this trespasser is not right there. Alright. And one last frog. I need to, yes, take out the water here. Although I'm going to come over this way first. Never hurts to do a quick restock, because we will be going through a lot of rhino ammo. Gadgets, we do need this. Alright, we're just gonna take out all our enemies. Alright, so there's a gold bolt here that we can grab. And we'll go ahead and do that. So to get this gold bolt, you actually need, I don't have it there, is the taunter. Because what you do is you taunt this frog to come push a button for you. And this leads us right to a gold bolt here. Then we can just head on back and continue on. We are getting very close to the end of the game now. Okay. Want to be careful of these platforms. Alright. Got some frogs to deal with. Not much of a problem though. Right. It's around. I should have done a long jump there, but I still made it. Yeah. Okay, now, yep, here we go. This here is another path that'll take you to another gold bolt. So, we're just gonna go ahead and come over and grab that. Now, looks like I had some frame drops there, but didn't cause too many issues, thankfully. Okay, so this one's just got 2. Alright, solved. Well, that takes care of that. And our last gold bolt is just right over here. Wait, that might be wrong. Oh, nope, it's a grind rail. Ha, I knew I wasn't crazy. Okay, here's our last gold bolt. And then we just got out of here just by coming up this way. And now let's go see what kind of enemy was shooting at me. I thought I killed them all. Apparently not. Alright, so this next section, I'm going to end up using a lot of my Rhino ammo. Technically, you can go through all this with Giant Clank, but I like getting rid of all the enemies beforehand, just so that way I can walk through as Giant Clank. Definitely causing some frame rate drops, though. And it should take care of most of that. Jump up here. Yes, I can. I feel like I missed something. There's supposed to be a hydro displacer that I need to fill up. How I missed it, I'm not sure. Probably because I didn't look around. There it is. It's on the other side. Alright. Now we get to play as Giant Clank, and we are going to make our final trek to the final boss fight of the game. Just shoot those guys out of the air. Step on some frogs. And here we get to start the final boss fight.
Hey, what the?
Imbeciles. After all the trouble you've gone through, you're about to die right where you started. It's so poetic.
This is it, Clank. Let's get him.
Alright.
might have been useful to me after all. Too bad you chose the wrong side.
Clank tried. He tried to hold Ratchet up, but he just couldn't. Alright. We're gonna do one final stock of our Rhino ammo.
I got some great bargains for you today.
And now we're gonna go beat this guy. We're gonna go beat on him. And the Rhino definitely makes this fight easier. Which is why I wanted to get it before I got to the end of the game. Huh. Alright, now we'll be heading to the final section of this area, of this boss fight, where we will get to finish it up. Ah!
So it has come to this. Once I step on this ignition switch, a countdown will commence. The end of which signals the destruction of your pitiful world.
There must be another way to make a home for your people.
You think that's what this is about? Who do you think polluted our last world? I did. This is about one thing and one thing only. Cash and lots of it. You see, I've been paid for every square inch of my new world. Once the inhabitants move in, I will begin polluting this world as well. Then the whole thing starts all over again. Brilliant.
Why, you evil little...
Save it, Clank. We have to stop that timer.
Alright. So what we want to do to get away from that is to hop on the grind rail. And just keep firing our Rhino. Alright.
Ratchet?
What's up? You know, this time I am thinking what you're thinking.
Alright, this is the end of the game. The last action we will get to do. It's been a long time coming, and here we go. Sora. Come here. Let's watch the ending of this together. Yeah. beat the game. We beat the game. Yeah. My support right here got me through the game. Cutest dog ever.
Phew, that was close. Clank, you can pull us up now.
The servos in my arms appear to be broken.
Broken?
She is. She's a happy dog.
Our depths broken?
Yes.
Yeah, you're a good girl, huh? Yeah.
That was close. Thanks.
My arm appears to be badly damaged.
You'll be alright.
Yeah.
Hey, Tin Can! Where do you think you're going? We, still need to fix that
Yeah,
arm.
you're spoiled, aren't you? Alright, that is the end of the game. Alright, so there is a,
Do you have a problem?
oh, there's one final cutscene.
In your nether regions causing you undue embarrassment. Do you just plain stink? Then you need this. The Gadgetron Personal Hygienator. Hi, I'm Steve. Mark. And this little lady can take care of any grooming needs that are just too much trouble for you to handle yourself. Allow me to demonstrate. Yeah. Oh, puppy.
Turn it off! Turn it off!
Alright, so I grabbed 35 of the 40 gold bolts and 2 gold weapons. Yeah, good old 2000s. So there is a challenge mode in this game where you can start over, but you get to keep all your bolts and weapons. I won't be doing that with the first game here, because there's no difference between running through a new game than challenge mode outside of having your weapons. But when we start up the second Ratchet and Clank game, I will be doing New Game Plus, because there's actually benefits to starting a new game or going through New Game Plus. So I will be doing that when we start playing Going Commando. So I'm just gonna skip through these first few cutscenes so I can go ahead and save this, and then I will load up the second Ratchet and Clank game, Going Commando. Just need to get through the cutscenes so I can come and save. We're gonna go ahead and quit this. Alright, and the only way I know how to load up the second game is I do need to quit out of this one. Hopefully I don't lose picture. Oh, yeah, it looks like I lost it. At least for me it's showing a nice green screen. I don't know if that's what you guys are seeing, but I'm going to temporarily deactivate that until I get the second Ratchet and Clank game loaded up. And it should just take a few seconds here. It's just still waiting on loading screens. Let's see if this will actually accept picture now and not break down on me. Alright, so we are gonna go ahead and come over to Ratchet and Clank Going Commando. Alright, looks like picture's staying, that's good. It just doesn't like my PS3 home screen for some reason. Alright, and we will go ahead and start a new game.
Welcome back to Behind the Hero. Tonight's heroes are the duo who recently restored peace and order to our galaxy, Ratchet and Clank. So, gentlemen, tell us about your latest incredible adventures.
Well, as you can imagine, we've been pretty busy. After Drek's defeat, there were parades, press conferences, fancy dress balls.
And the wiener roast at Al's.
Oh yeah, that. And then things started to slow down a bit. After that, well...
There was the grand opening at Groovy Lube.
Right. I think that was last week.
6 months ago.
We're still pretty busy, but in a more, domestic sense.
Yesterday, I flushed out my radiator core.
I guess no one needs a hero right now.
Mr. Bluebottom, I found our man. Welcome.
What the...
I'm Abercrombie Fizzwidget, founder of the Megacorp Company in the Bogon Galaxy.
Bogon?
I'm sorry to incapacitate you, but our entire galaxy is in a very precocious situation. I must humbly request your sustenance on a mission of dire urgitude, a mission of superfluous peril, a mission of uninquisitive imperitude.
Did that make any sense?
So, you need me to go on a dangerous mission in another galaxy.
Indubitably. A few days ago, this top-secret biological experiment was stolen from our testing laboratory by this duplicitous criminal mastermind, and I need you to get the experiment back.
We'll do it.
We will.
Greg, I have precipitated your recalcitrance and have made special improvisations for you. We are prepared to give you a job as the head accountant for Megacorp, plus a penthouse suite in lovely Megapolis, and our state-of-the-art robotic masseuse.
Deal.
As for you, Ratchet, I'll need you on superlatory shape. While in transit to the Bogon Galaxy, you will undergo heavy training and conditioning, including martial arts, anti-weaponry, survival skills, stealth, lacrimate, auto dance, and origami. We've used bipolar vector regurgitation to track the thief's location to a flying base in Sector 7. Infiltribulate the base and retrieve the experiment.
Sir, ready for launch.
Alright, now we get to get started on the second Ratchet and Clank game.
Ratchet reporting. I'm on final approach to coordinates 37 Alpha.
Good luck. I'm counting on you.
Affirmative. Beginning radio silence.
So right away, you'll see the differences. If you look at the weapon ammo, I need to change that real quick. Camera. Alright, let's start with that. Not that too. There we go, that's better. If you look at our ammo, there in the top left-hand corner, you'll notice that there is a bar under it. That is a experience bar, where our weapons will actually gain experience and level up.
Press circle to fire your lancer.
And in this game, we can now strafe, which will make things a lot easier. And the reason why we'll be doing a New Game Plus in the second Ratchet and Clank game here is because once you level up a weapon, it upgrades into a gold version of itself. And in New Game Plus, you can buy further upgrades for the weapon. Along with, you get a bolt multiplier, so you can actually earn a lot more bolts. The bolt multipliers are nice.
You're at full health, so you don't need the nano.
And our HP, our nanotech, also has an experience bar, and we can definitely get a lot more than just 8 nanotech. When we go through this game. But as always, we do want to gather as many bolts as we can. Bolts are always important.
Try using the gravity button against those enemies.
I see it's time to update my security forces.
Whoa, no, hey, no, look, I'm just here to fix the transflexor coil.
Nice try. Give my regards to Mega Corp. Finish him.
Alright, grab our bolts, grab some ammo. Just blow all those guys away. Always fun.
Looks for less. If it ain't broke, we'll break it.
Right, I'm a market for some security.
You'll bring the cash, we'll bring the thrash.
Lord, I need your best men to meet me at these coordinates.
Just take all those guys out all at once. Definitely makes it easier.
You can aim your Lancer more accurately by holding down the button.
Just gotta wait for these guys to come down, then we can shoot them. So, Arexion, so you've only played the first Ratchet and Clank game. Did you ever see anything on the other ones? Or will this be your first time seeing anything on the other Ratchet and Clank games? Alright. Well, I hope you enjoy. Hopefully it looks pretty good on your end.
Incredulous. I didn't expect to hear from you again. so soon?
There was a slight problem. The thief escaped with the experiment, and I have no idea where he was headed.
Not to worry. I just received an emission which may lubricate the matter.
Do you have any maps for this quadrant of the galaxy?
You bet, mister! We got galactic maps, 3D maps, foldouts, cutouts, maps to the stars, and their homes!
Sorry about that. I forgot my wallet. Could you
Yeah.
take care of this?
Yeah, the graphics are, for it being a PS2, it really is amazing.
I'm on my way.
And with it being 2021, we have the release of the PS5 now. But these old Ratchet and Clank games are still as much playable as they ever were. They still have an amazing story to go through, and it's great. It's one of the reasons why I like the Ratchet and Clank series so much, is because of the replayability year after year.
To throw your wrench, hold R1 and press square.
So I think the next weapon I'm going to grab will be the chopper. Just take those guys out. That poor guy, you can't save him, because as soon as you get up to him, he's gone. He's just gone. And there's also a guy here, but he can't be saved either, because as soon as you come in here, he's gone. He's just gone.
With more enemies to increase it further.
And it's funny, we eventually find out why they just go, why they're just gone. And we get to fight our first, essentially boss fight on this planet. And it's not too hard. I don't know if you saw that off the corner of the screen, but we got to see one of its tentacles. Yes, the first boss has tentacles. Don't make it anything it's not. Despite what people may think. Yeah.
Press triangle to interrupt messages. Pause and select options to disable them permanently.
There you are. Well, we are starting to get a good number of bolts now. And that is our first boss. You can see him holding one of the guys up in the air. Too bad he's just gonna die. And here he is. And he's down. So, not hard at all. Definitely a very easy boss. And got us some good experience for our gravity bomb. But there is a secret boss on this map, and I'll point out where he's at, but we can't get to it right now, and we wouldn't want to fight it even if we could. But it's basically a big mother beast. Very difficult. Even when you have fully upgraded weapons, it takes a while to kill it. So before we play with the dynamo here, definitely want to finish getting our boxes. There we go. Let's see if I can do this like the speedrunners. Nope. Speedrunners know all the positions, but you can actually get up that without needing to use the dynamo. I just can't. I can't do it. I'm not a speedrunner. I mean, I'm sure if I practiced, I could probably get it down eventually. It would just take a lot of practice. Oh, wrong thing. Grab some ammo, it'll be needed. Now remember, my first time playing this game, way back when it first released, when I was first going through this part, I did not notice there was a jump here, and I walked right off the edge. I laughed so hard at myself because I did that, because I should have seen the ledge there, but I didn't. So I just walked right off the edge. And I had my twin brother and my dad there too, and we all just cracked up because of that mistake. So, this is where you go to get to the secret boss of this map. But you can't get to it until you get the magnet boots, which we don't get for a little while. But once we do, we'll be able to get to the secret boss here. Now, for this room, we want to move fast so we can avoid as many of these obstacles as possible and not get pushed too far away. Because you do have a certain time limit to get through that.
Copy, Mr. Bizwidget.
Listen, I have some new information on our experiment's wherewithal. The thief was indemnified at Megacorp's Mactar Resort. Also, the thugs have towed a moon-sized jamming array into Mactar Resort orbit.
Should I take it out?
Affirmulous. It's disconfabulating our annual Galactic Gladiators broadcast. See for yourself.
Ask yourself, are you man enough, hero enough, insane enough to step into the ring with two of the fiercest warriors in the galaxy? If you answered yes, you're a big, fat liar. But that's okay, because Megacorp is bringing Galactic Gladiators into your home for a special Mega View event. First, it's survival of the fittest in our bio competition. Be there as Chainblade unleashes his fury on our Gladiator guest contestants. Chainblade has gone undefeated in 500 straight matches, but if the Bio Division doesn't do it for you, our Robotics Division will. Taste the adrenaline as contestants face off against our four-armed bandit, the B2 Brawler. No living creature is a match for this machine. Watch 6 tons of Carbonox alloy hunt for its prey. There's no consolation prize, because this bad boy's programmed to show no mercy. So, what are you waiting for? Call now to bring Chainblade and the B2 Brawler into your living room, but put away the fine china. The Galactic Gladiators, only on Mega View. Call your provider now.
Chainblade, huh? I've got the coordinates. Ratchet out.
Alright. Now we get to just go straight back to our ship here. But we're not done here yet. But I'm going to go ahead and... yep, I want to buy the chopper. But I'm not going to use it just yet. We do have one more path we can go down here. And we're going to need the gadget that's at the end of this path if we're going to continue on through the next planet. So we will go ahead and go through this. Now, the interesting thing about this game, unlike the first game, in the first game your bolts would never disappear, but in this game and in the third Ratchet and Clank game, Up Your Arsenal, if you go too far away from the bolts, they will disappear and be gone forever. It kind of sucks, but it also makes it so you have to make sure you get all your bolts before you walk away or you will lose them. Oh, excuse me. Oh, hello. Don't scare me like that. It's gonna just make me want to shoot you. I'll show no mercy. Alright, take care of those guys. Now that we've got our bolts, got a temporary jumping pad. If you stay on it too long, it will eat you. It does like eating people. I think they were designed after the Venus flytrap. Alright, so now we've got a little puzzle here to go through. But I'm just going to stay here, do a double jump over that way so I can get to this little island here. Because I would like these extra bolts right here. Alright, and then our next thing that we need to ride is actually this guy, so we're going to hop on him. And then we're going to hop on this guy. And then hop on this guy. And it'll take us right here. So, there's that island there with bad guys on it, but that's the only thing on that island. There's nothing special about it, so it's not something worth worrying about. I wanted this. Go ahead and just take care of these guys. Gonna go ahead and grab our bolts. Alright, now for some fun. We get to ride more cows. At least I call these guys cows. It's not what they are, I don't remember what they're called, but I call them water cows. Because all you do is you get to ride them. Alright.
Welcome. If everyone could take their seats, we can proceed with today's demonstration. First,
I'm just gonna go ahead and adjust myself here.
Excellent. Your name, sir?
Ratchet.
And there you have it. The Megacorp Tractor Beam in action. Let's give it up for our volunteer. Sir, how about taking advantage of our show special?
1,000 bolts.
Thank you, sir. You won't be disappointed.
So yeah, that trend from the first game, where everything costs money, carries over into this game too. A lot of things that you need will cost bolts. So you still need to make sure that you have a good stockpile of them. Alright, just give me a brief moment though. I am just changing the batteries in my e-cig here because my other ones kind of died. And get these other ones on their charger. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and take these platforms over and let go over here actually. So in the first Ratchet and Clank game you got gold bolts for the collectibles. In this game you get, I think they're it's either titanium or platinum. It'll let me know in a second. Platinum bolts, you get platinum bolts in this game instead of gold bolts. But now that we have that, we can just take these over here.
You've acquired nanotech. Your health has improved.
Alright, and we are now done with this planet. And we can go ahead and move on to the next one. Which is the Maktar Resort in the Maktar Nebula. Oh no! Clank's been kidnapped. Now this is an interesting feature added in this game. We have ship battles. Barrel roll, straighten ship, fires, guns. Okay. So, let's get that off the screen. So we actually have actual ship battles throughout the game here. Oh, it has been a long time. My ship control is gonna look terrible. Come here. There we go. Alright, got him. So in this first one, we've got 2 waves to get through, and each wave will have 20 enemies in it. And we get raritanium as randomly when you destroy these guys. And raritanium is important to get because raritanium allows us to upgrade our ship later in the game when we get to the point of being able to upgrade our ship. So we definitely want to try and get as much raritanium as we can get. Looks like I've got just that one guy left, and now we get to start wave 2. Try and get these guys out. He's gone. shield, that's good. Alright, got those guys. Alright, destroyed him. Come here. Gotcha.
Enemy fighters defeated. Proceeding to the...
Alright. Well, we beat that. Now we get to move on to the next planet. Alright, let's make sure we have ammo. We're gonna go and just take that guy out. There we go. I just die already. So we're gonna actually be here for a little bit. Because one thing on this planet that we have access to are slot machines. And there's a skill point if you can get all 3 bars on one of these slot machines. Costs 10 bolts for each one, but if you get a 3-bolt one, you get about 60 bolts back, so you can make your money back, but you can also get ammo on them. But if they roll all 3 red boxes, they blow up. So I'm going to try and go for the skill point here to see if I can't get all 3 bars before these blow up. I didn't quite reach it. I tried. Oh, this one blew up. Sounds like another one did too. So I think when it comes to getting to the slot machine with the 3 bars, there's I think a it's either 1% or 5% chance of actually getting it. So it's definitely something that has some luck based on it, but if you keep trying, you'll eventually get it. Oh, that one's gonna blow up. And the other one blew up. Alright. And then we've got this slot machine right here. But it's also a good way to get some bolts in this game too, is by doing this. Or ammo if you're really hurting for ammo. This one got me my missing nanotech. That was nice of it. Alright, we'll just go ahead and move on. Just want to get rid of these guys as soon as possible, because these guys really are not much of a threat. And then we get to ride a limo. just gonna hop on inside.
You will automatically grab ledges if you jump up to them. To pull yourself up, press X. To drop down, press R1.
Alright. Strafing was awesome when it was first introduced. Now it looks like we got our first weapon upgrade. It really makes this weapon much more powerful, but it can't get any more upgrades, so we're gonna go ahead and just change weapons here. Alright, and that should do it for those. Then we'll just take out these guys.
Jump between walls by jumping toward
And now, the reason why, as you can see, there's another platinum bolt up there. We didn't want all of these boxes to get destroyed, so we can get to it. And that is our second platinum bolt. Now from here, we can just destroy these boxes. And there isn't anything up on the second ledge over here. Alright, getting some ammo, which is what we need.
Jump between walls by jumping toward a wall and pressing X again as you hit it. To aim weapons more accurately, press and hold L1.
I missed. Which happens. Alright, it's two of those guys down. One left. Alright, and then this gets the upgrade. Turns into a mini nuke. And as the name suggests, it's a mini nuke. It's great. Alright, so we're gonna go try for the skill point again. And hopefully we'll have some luck in getting it. Looks like we've already lost one of our slot machines here, sadly. Sounds like another one got destroyed. At least we are getting some ammo back. That's always nice. Oh, looks like I am missing some bolts here. I should probably gather those. Looks like this one got destroyed. We're down to 3. Let's see if luck is on our side and we might get the skill point, we might not. After these 3 are destroyed, I probably won't try for it again. Because it really is RNG based if you can get it or not. Well, we're just down to 2 machines left. Now we're just down to 1. Alright. And that's the end of that one. Well, I gave it a fair shot. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and start using the chopper now. Alright, that's the end of those guys. Gonna go ahead and throw a couple of those out. Grab these boxes. And grab some ammo. Now, for one of my favorite additions into the Ratchet and Clank game series. This is the first game that introduced a battle arena, and there has been a battle arena in every Ratchet and Clank game after this. And it's one of my favorite things added. It's great. And it starts. I think the chopper's a pretty fun weapon to use. Like, after one enemy is dead, if it's still got some hits left in it, it will go after remaining enemies, which is nice. But I'm running a little low on ammo, so I'm just gonna try and make my way over to get more ammo, and then I can throw some more. Well, looks like that's the end of it. Alright, so just gonna restock on the ammo. So I believe... oh, that's the one I just did. So we're gonna do this one next. Get some of these going out. Grab some ammo back. Oh, there they are. Alright. Just stay in my little corner here, and I'll just throw my blades out and gather more ammo. Alright, and that is the end of that. And now we get to fight Chainblade. So there's actually a skill point for being able to kill this guy with the wrench. Just need to wait for him to come back down. Alright, we are almost done. Alright, come on. Just come down. There we go. Chain blade down with the wrench. Well, at least got that skill point. Alright, so what we can do here is we can now buy the Blitz gun. This is basically a shotgun in this game. At least this game's version of a shotgun. So we'll go ahead and grab that. And then take part in a time challenge. Gotta kill 30 enemies in 30 seconds. So throw enough of these and it should be nice and easy. Just got one left and we cleared it. Alright, so this one also has a skill point to beat it with just the wrench called B2 or not to be. But it's actually really hard to fight this guy with the wrench, so I'm not going to attempt it at this time. So I'm actually going to mostly use the mini nuke because it does a lot of damage on him. Got one left. Wasn't quite enough, so we'll go ahead and finish him off with the Lancer. Alright, and then we have a 60-second challenge. Kill 60 enemies in 60 seconds. So I'm going to use the Lancer for this. Just because it is stronger, it does kill enemies faster. Alright, I hear spiders somewhere. There they are. Although I really shouldn't call these guys spiders because there is actually spider enemies that you can fight in this game. Little robotic spiders. These are just basically their big ugly cousins. There they are. Alright. Alright, and then we've got this mega challenge. Get 3,000 bolts for it. And then... yeah, we'll go ahead and do this. We've got 10 rounds. This will probably be the last arena one I do because just wanted to get some extra bolts to get us through. And then I will go ahead and move on. But I will come back later to finish up all the arena challenges. But this is the first of 2 arenas in this game. There's another one that we have access to later. I've only got 2 of these left. Gonna use them there. And then this should give me Lancer ammo. Not quite what I needed. There we go. More chopper ammo. Our chopper is slowly but working its way up to being upgraded. Alright, let's go ahead and work on grabbing more ammo. Alright. We're getting through it. We've got 3 rounds left after this one. Go ahead and just come and grab some more ammo. Alright, there's a nanotech upgrade, always good to see. Alright. Well, we'll go ahead and use this to finish this up. And now we've got Chainblade to fight again. Alright, and that is another dead Chainblade. Alright, so we're just gonna go ahead and refill our ammo here. And we'll go ahead and leave. And we get to show off the electrolyzer. This is this game's version of the puzzle. Let's keep track of where I need to switch these. All right. And we've got another cutscene here.
Hey, this would make a nice souvenir for Clank.
Hey!
have no idea what you're involved in. Return to your own galaxy immediately, or this will happen to you. Or this will happen. Farewell.
So, that main villain in the mask is an interesting character. We do eventually learn who's behind the mask, but not until later. And it's interesting to find out who it ends up being, because this character essentially gets retconned out of the game almost immediately in the 3rd Ratchet and Clank game. And the developers, Insomniacs, pretty much treat her like she never existed, just because of what her character is. And when we get to the point to where it reveals who her character is, I'll explain why that is. But at this point, I've been streaming for 3.5 hours, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and end it at this point here. We do still have one more path to go down that we will do next time when I stream this game again. I do want to thank everyone who joined for joining, and I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you. Bye.